Moving on. Billboard released top 50 greatest rappers of all time list. Do they do this every year?
No, it was the first time they did it. I'm tired of these
I
arguments.
could have sworn there was a 50 rapper list.
Yeah, it's either Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone.
I trust Rolling Stone more than
50.
Yeah,
This is released by Billboard.
Billboards. Yeah, 50 years, yes. But they don't because I think even Rolling Stone released 200 best singers of all time, where Aretha Franklin is number one, and that was also controversial. Nyan Kabuma November last year. So Rolling Stone usually does these like where they recalibrate. So sometimes what they will do is that they will take an album that maybe may not have been a classic, and with today's data, they will try to reclassify it.
Who do you think is in the top 10?
Because there hasn't been Jigga is gonna be in the top 10, Nas is gonna be in the top 10, Rakim is gonna be in the top 10.
Wrong.
He's not. Eminem will be in the top 10.
Okay.
Eminem, Tupac will be in the top 10.
Okay.
Biggie will be in the top 10.
All right.
Let me think. I'm thinking if I've mentioned Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Eminem, Drake will be.
All right.
Drake will be. Fuck, these motherfuckers at Jada Kids at 46. Fuck them. So Rakim is not there. I didn't check this. So he's already been mentioned.
Lil Kim.
Nah.
Who?
I wonder if any female will be in the top 10. Fuck.
That would be outrageous.
It's gonna
And
be
I'm not
heavily
even-
New York.
And I'm
bro.
not even sexist.
It's
by
gonna
saying
be
that.
heavily East Coast. Snoop was not.
Very possible.
Snoop might be because I don't think Dre will be as a rapper.
Dre's already been mentioned.
Yeah, Kanye. Who?
Dre.
Oh, Kanye has already been mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah, so it can be Kanye.
He's going to lose his shit over that, yeah?
Yeah. They say he's gonna come to live in South Africa. People are saying we owe to us. So I think I've mentioned about 7 or 8.
7.
Fuck.
Cole.
J. Cole. He will. Yeah. Kendrick.
And Kendrick.
I love Jay and Kendrick, so I'm not too mad at that at all.
If they're not in the top 40,
They will be.
you can't have a discussion like that without them.
You don't mention those. Drake, Cole. For me, Drake, Kendrick, and Cole are the kings of the new generation.
So who you think is in the number 10 spot?
J. Cole's number 15.
He's already been
Oh,
mentioned.
he's in there. Oh, we back at 8. Sorry.
My nigga, like, cause you gotta think West Coast
Drake and Kendrick haven't been mentioned, right?
they haven't. They will be definitely in the
They'll
top 10.
definitely be in there.
You know these niggas these new schools by pushing a lot of numbers. Is 21 Savage there?
He's already been called, right?
Because Complex just named him the best rapper living.
Oh my God.
21 Savage.
Yeah, for the year, yeah, which is bullshit. But he was very gracious. He says he doesn't think he is.
Yeah.
Is 21 Savage mentioned on the top 50? He might.
Nah, he won't be.
Yeah, Kanye West is 11. He just missed it by a number.
Would Diddy make the list?
Nah, he will not. Not as
If
a
Dre
rapper.
made the list, Diddy would make the list.
If who?
If Dre made the list, Diddy will make the list.
But not at top 10. He won't. Jigga never. Diddy doesn't come in the conversations on the art, only on the money. No, he won't. Diddy has never made the conversations on culture. He's never.
I don't know.
No, on art form, no, he's never. He's never.
We'll see.
Diddy has never been on anybody's top 10, bro.
We'll see.
Producer, yes.
If Dre is in a rapper list,
Yeah? Because he had made the Chronic.
he didn't write it, but okay.
Yeah, but people don't care. He made the Chronic. But Diddy won't make rapper. He won't. Fuck. And I like your thinking because you gotta go Bad Boy. You gotta go.
Give me the last 2. I still need 2 rappers.
Yeah, because it can't. Is Fabulous mentioned? He won't make top 10 though. I know people
Fabulous
don't
is not in the list.
Yeah, not even on the 50.
Yeah. I was very sad not to see Fat Joe in there.
Yeah, Fat Joe should have made the list. Maybe they will make it in the top 10. There's space in the top 10. B.
Very sad to not see Fat Joe in
Fat
there.
Joe. And
we got
Fabulous
2
is not in the
spots.
list. But nah, fuck that list. I was happy to see Pusha next to Black Thought. I still think the numbering is wrong, but Rakim, KRS One,
Rakim is already in there.
Big
He's already there.
Daddy Kane
Big Daddy Kane.
already. Now New York is out. Joey Badass,
Get the fuck out of here.
he can rap.
Yeah, everybody can rap. Except you.
Yeah, you can rap, motherfucker. Let me see, because I'm trying to think. New school, we've covered everybody in the new school. We've covered outliers, because the obvious one, top half is always going to be obvious. It's just a matter of ordering. Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jigga, Biggie, Eminem. That's
I'll lose my shit if they put Nipsey in that fucking top 10.
nah.
I'll lose my shit.
Is he already in the list? Nipsey?
No.
Nah, Nipsey is not a rapper.
I'll lose
Sleepy
my
girls.
You think Lil Kim will be there? Nah, they won't. In the top 10, there won't be a girl.
Lil Kim has already been mentioned.
There won't
MC
be a
Light,
girl.
All the
MC
Queen
Light,
Latifah.
Missy?
Missy's already
Yeah,
been
you
mentioned.
won't get a female in the top 10. Top 10 is highly contested. And
Bossa
sometimes
Boss.
top 10, remember, and the top 10 does less to do with even raps. Like, it's now the culture and how you've moved certain things forward from business, fashion, impact, relevance. Royce.
I can't even think about who to put in that too. I thought about him, but
Nah, it won't be Royce. Who's a wild card man from? Like, I feel like I feel like we owe
Method Man has already been mentioned.
Raekwon.
Raekwon.
Because I feel like you need some. Method Man's already been mentioned. I feel like you need somebody from Wu-Tang just to pay homage to that group.
Method Man has already been mentioned.
I would think Raekwon. Yeah, Method Man is even lower than Boma Posha.
In fact, Wu-Tang has Method and Ghostface.
Ghost is not mentioned yet, ne?
He is.
Oh fuck.
Ghostface Kid
He's
is
my
in there.
favorite in Wu-Tang.
Raekwon might be
Raekwon might be and
just off the strength of
Cuban links.
yeah.
And of the stand that he's actually a rapper's rapper. Rappers really respect him.
Yeah, Raekwon might be.
He's got Blueprint too.
Raekwon must be in that
Yeah,
top.
Raekwon might be.
Might be in that top 10 actually.
Because then that's still New York and old school.
Raekwon might be in that top 10.
Yeah, Raekwon. Actually, I think Raekwon is going to be there. You can't tell me there's a top 50.
Ice Cube. Yes, Ice Cube is on the list.
Yeah, Ice Cube is there. He's like Boma number 20 something.
We got one more.
Raekwon, fuck. What's the wild card, bro?
If Fat Joe didn't make it in the top 40,
He won't make it in the top 10.
he won't make it in the
He
top
won't.
10.
He won't.
Which is
Libo-
disrespectful.
Did the game make it?
Game didn't make it.
L Cool J.
He made it.
He made it. He made it.
Is under after J Cole.
J. Cole already made it. Drake. No, so Drake will definitely make it. Kendrick will make it. Right, so those are the new generation that we think will
Did
make
50
it.
Cent make it?
Number what?
Eminem?
Yeah, now he's top 10. Definitely top 10.
Oh, Eminem is top
Eminem
10.
is
He
top
will
10.
be top 10. Even 5.
I love how every time the top 10 hasn't been released, but I know for a fact Eminem will be
He
there.
will be there.
I know how every time the young is trying to trash the homie,
He'll be
Eminem is always in the
Yep.
conversation.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what you say about him,
Yeah.
the jokes you make. And in fact,
will
Eminem
be.
slander hurts me to the fucking core, bro.
He'll always be there.
Because these fucking kids are always talking shit.
Yeah.
Yo. But I like how he's always vindicated. But anyways,
We shot with the with
Such a
the
stand.
wild card. Nah. Come on, Clevan. Hey? It won't be a woman.
I can't think of anybody.
It's gonna be. It's. Hey, Atlanta guys. Wayne.
Wayne.
Fuck, and I'll be mad if Wayne is not in the top 10.
Wayne. That's our top 10.
That's Wayne is gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Wayne will be
Jay-Z, Nas, Big,
Biggie,
Pac,
M,
Kendrick.
Wayne, Kendrick, Drake.
Hold on, nigga. Fuck. Big, Nas, Jay-Z.
Nah.
Kendrick.
Nas.
You counted Nas twice.
Oh, Big, Nas. No.
Nas,
Nas, Jay-Z.
Biggie.
Big, Pac.
M.
M.
Yeah. Kendrick,
Kendrick.
Drake, Lil Wayne,
Wayne.
and
Snoop.
then we say Raekwon.
So Raekwon is the one that might not.
But he might not.
Yeah,
but
he's-
if Wu-Tang members have made it off of rap, You can't have in the top 50 where you've mentioned two Wu-Tang members and you haven't mentioned Raekwon. So he will make it.
Has Raekwon ever been rated better than Ghost?
Yes. Yes. Remember even when
Like if you were to rank the most acclaimed rappers in Wu-Tang,
it's Method.
how would you rank them? I'm asking Sega, nigga.
He doesn't have the mic.
Yeah,
Personally,
yeah,
it's Ghostface.
yeah.
Yeah. Get the mic.
And Raekwon.
I will rank.
But in terms of what you've seen, the general consensus,
Generally, it will be, I think, Meth
yeah.
first,
Ghost
Ghost, and then Raekwon.
and then Raekwon.
Yeah.
So Raekwon is still after.
Yeah.
I sort of felt like Raekwon was always rated higher than most people on.
My view on
I mean, it's pretty close. I'm thinking Ray has only built for Cuban links.
and doesn't have the personality.
And what does Method have? Without
Tikal.
Red.
He's got that king.
Without
that classic
Redman.
album. That classic album.
But you
Tikal.
can't count out without Ray.
What's it? He does have a classic
What,
album.
Tikal?
Yeah, not the sequel. He did a sequel.
That's not a classic album.
No, but he does have a classic album, man. He has he even like how people have a classic and then
If
they
you have
name.
to think about it, it's not a classic
No,
album.
man, just because it's old doesn't mean it's. He does have a classic, man.
If you gotta think about
When
it,
he did
it's not a
Tikal,
classic
yeah,
album.
Tikal is classic.
Tikal. No, that's not a classic
That's
album.
classic, bro.
No. Tikal is not a classic
It's
album.
classic.
Give me the name of one track.
Fuck.
Shut up.
Nah, that's not what ranks. Sometimes I probably can. Okay, I can mention Ilmatic.
I can tell any album you call classic, you at least gotta quote a track and a line.
Rappers in Wu-Tang, my personal order is Ghost, Meth, and then Raekwon. But what I've seen,
Ghost has a classic album.
what
Supreme Clientele.
Supreme Clientele, and I think he's got two. What I've seen though is that rappers rank Raekwon higher.
Yeah, because he got only built for Cuban links,
Yeah,
bro.
so that's what I'm saying. I've realized that there's a rapper who's a rapper's rapper. So you find that rappers have Raekwon higher. Even Posha and them, they have Raekwon higher.
Method Man doesn't have a classic solo album.
But Method has got the best personality out of Wu-Tang. And
Yeah, but that's not the criteria.
No, I know. I think sometimes there's a certain level of commercial
So if
success
it's
they
not
attach.
Raekwon, who else would you put in there?
If it's not Raekwon, because Kuboma, Cool G, Rap, Bokiara Swans, because I thought Rakim.
Rakim has already been mentioned.
Rakim is mentioned
Yeah.
at number what?
At number whatever the fuck.
Okay, but still. Fuck.
At number whatever the fuck.
I thought I had. And it can be a
Rakim.
group, ne?
I can't
Eminem?
believe you forgot
Lauren Hill is
Wayne,
before
bro.
Posha. I saw she's mentioned before.
I would not have put Lauryn Hill on that list.
I would also not have put Lauren Hill.
You don't rate Lauren.
Not as a rapper.
I would have replaced Lauryn Hill with Fat Joe. Or Fabulous.
I would say Fabulous, not Fat Joe. 13. That's a respectable number.
Or Fabulous. Or I would have put... Who else is missing from that list? Fabulous, Fat Joe is missing from that list.
Yeah. But they won't make top 10, I know.
Who else is missing there? Who was
Cameron, but he won't make top 10. He won't.
Cameron is missing from that list.
He's missing from the list, but he won't make top 10.
Fuck, Cameron.
Cameron, I'm salty. Fuck Lauren Hill. Put Cam in that bitch.
Cameron didn't make the list.
Cameron didn't make the list. I was listening to Cameron when I was coming here. Let's look West Coast. So you've got Snoop, Dre, and Park. We know they're gonna be covered.
Did Game make the
Game
list?
didn't.
Game, he should have been on the list.
But he won't be on top 10. But he should be on top 50. It's a travesty. He should be on top 50.
It's a lot of people that are on there just offer like legendary status or the influence that they had,
Yeah.
like E40
Oh, E40 is there. I like E40.
or Q-Tip. I would throw Q-Tip off that list.
And because I respect Q-Tip more as a producer than a rapper.
I would kick Q-Tip off that list.
You guys are bugging.
Huh?
You guys are bugging.
Yeah, but
Q-Tip.
I still love Q-Tip though. Like the Abstract is one of my favorite albums. His number 20 something, ne? Man.
Curtis Blow. Yeah. Melly Mal.
Can't even mention one track. Yo, There won't be a female though, ne? Hey,
Alright,
di mari le diriwa how I can like naka influencer chelete.
But Nikki's
Nikki's not on the list.
Like in your Cardi B da.
Yeah, so if Nikki is not on the list, they might.
Nikki is in the top 10.
Then Nikki is gonna be.
Nikki is in the top 10.
So if because they also might be
Nikki is in the top
politically
10.
correct.
Yeah, that's one of the, in fact, the most influential female rapper we
rapper.
have ever seen. Yeah.
So Nikki will be.
Nikki,
And she done swim with sharks.
with her child molester husband ass.
So Nikki will.
I'll never forgive her for that.
Yeah, Nikki will make it.
It obsesses me every time.
I'll never
Is it
forgive
child
her.
monster husband?
Yes.
Well, he's a sex offender. I think the brother is the child molester,
And the husband.
sex offender.
So it's that's unforgivable.
Both men in your life are sex offenders.
Okay, based off of that, what we were discussing, ne? Because sometimes a list, I think there's value. There's value in, you see, there are people like in the list, because the list like ranks, there's a ranking number one.
Yeah.
Right? But I think sometimes if you flip the conversation about how many times you still come in the conversation, even if you're not number one.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you don't look at those rappers because sometimes you get outliers. Like I was listening to Maraza's album, he was like, been on the scene, never been on the list. Ne? And then there are people that been on the list, never made number one or whatever. But like if maybe they have to do elimination, I've seen like there's this thing complex where somebody will like, after they've mentioned everyone, a wild card will come like a fab, and it actually creates a headache for the person that should like, this guy just doesn't fit, but I know he's
Hold on.
fucking dope.
Is Young Jeezy on the list?
He won't make top 10. Young Jeezy won't make top 10.
Yo,
He won't make top 10. He won't make top 10. That they bargain. I don't trust.
Yeah, they bargain, bruh.
Andre is.
You see, I would have bundled. You see,
Is Andre on the list?
no. Yes, he is.
Shit.
So I would have, out of respect,
Outcast, you bundle them.
I would have bundled them.
Is J Electronica on the list? Yeah. But he won't make top 10 either. He won't make top 10.
nigga.
Yeah, he won't. Let's not fuck him.
What are the metrics?
They won't. No, the Matrix is the best.
Nah. They actually mentioned them. They actually mentioned them.
The Matrix. The Matrix is the best. The best. Yeah, but J Electronica won't make it.
Because I haven't heard of Lupe Fiasco.
Shit, no. Fuck this list, man.
Is Lupe there? No.
Is
He
Lupe
might make
not on
it.
the list? Yo.
Is that a Lupe? The problem, they're judging him with his latest work has been.
Nah,
been
but
very after.
this just goes to show that there shouldn't be rap lists.
But yes, there
It's
shouldn't
based
be.
on body of work or achievements, charted singles, albums, gold, platinum certifications, and cultural impact or influence. So that's how the artist's work fosters the genre's evolution. Then there's longevity in terms of years at the mic. Then lyrics, storytelling skills, and flow, vocal prowess.
They just don't have the weighting of those things.
Lupe might be
He
in the
won't
top
make.
10.
He won't make top 10.
Lupe might be in
He
the top
won't.
10.
He won't.
He's not on the list at all.
Yeah, he won't make top 10. He won't. He won't. He won't.
So you think Lupe might not make the
He
the
will
top
not
10?
make it. This guy is an MIT lecturer in hip hop. He's just been
They're
appointed.
lecturing hip hop in MIT.
Hit songs.
Yeah, he might actually know Lupe.
Lupe
Lupe might have a chance. It's just that sometimes the problem with Lupe, I feel like he's too close to Cole. And when I look at his last three body of work,
How's he close to Cole?
age and generation.
Cole.
Yes.
No,
How old
Lupe
is
is
Lupe?
older.
No, Lupe is like 35.
Lupe's previous generation from Cole. Or
Nah,
did they
nah,
come
nah.
out at the same time?
Nah. He can, yeah, like he's, but when you look at the age range,
I mean, what's
by generation,
2006?
Cole is younger.
no. Is Lupe 40?
Yeah. Lupe,
How old is this
Lupe
nigga?
get hot money,
Cole
bro.
is 38.
38, yeah. They peers. The
Yeah,
same age range.
but Cole blew later.
Yeah, I understand. Like when I'm saying, my point is like when you look at like he came out of the fences with Jay-Z being the executive producer of the shit, ne? So and you look at J. Cole is being spun off by Jagger. So when you look at what Jagger co-signed as an exec, right? But I just feel like a lot of Lupe's last project are more not a pop, but more like a reflective kind of sound and personal, right? So he might fall off the radar just off of that. I mean, if you look at from lasers, from a narrative point of view,
Nah. I disagree because Big Daddy Kane is on that list.
Yeah, but because
Melly Mel is on that
but
list.
if you are judging him on
Curtis Blow was on that
yeah,
list.
but because if you are
KRS-One is on that list.
because if you are
Rakim is on that
yeah,
list.
but if
Queen Latifah is on that
yeah,
list.
yeah, but if you are
MC Light is on that
but
list.
listen to what I'm
Lil
saying.
Kim is on that
But
list.
remember,
Nah, bro.
No, you still compete with your generation too.
Yeah.
You still compete with your. So when you're looking at, that's what I'm saying. If you look at his generation and you're looking at Cole, and Cole, all
Cole is not his generation.
Does Cole have a Grammy?
he does.
He has for.
They are the same age range, bro.
But that doesn't mean they're the same generation.
Yeah, but
It doesn't mean they're the same generation of rappers.
Who's Lupe's generation?
Lupe's generation is your Kanye's. That's where we first heard.
but I think
That's
he's
where we
after
first.
Kanye.
That's where we first Lupe on a mainstream
As a feature,
Billboard charter album.
Yeah, on the
On College Dropout.
Yeah, that's also because Kanye's a lead entrant.
That's the generation.
yeah, Kanye's
You're
a
talking
lead,
generation.
but they're same age anyway. Yeah, Kanye.
Forget age. We're talking hip hop
Yeah,
generation.
Even with generation, bro. Even with that,
You are saying Cole
I
is
think
Lupe's
Cole-
generation.
I think he is.
Lupe is an elder to Cole.
At what age did Lupe release?
Forget the age.
Or era?
Time, yeah.
Yeah, when did he
06. College Dropout.
And Kima.
We heard of Cole
When
after the World Cup.
Nah, but
Was
he
it not-
didn't do mixtapes, bro.
No, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah,
This is
now we've been
mainstream.
listening. I listened to Section 80, which is not considered an album, yeah, Kendrick.
Bro,
Yeah, I know, but it's not considered.
nobody cares that you were listening
I
to.
care.
Nobody cares that you were listening to. What was this? What was Wayne's early albums? Carter. Nobody listened that you were listening to the Carter one.
I did.
Nobody cares that you were listening to the Carter
I care.
one.
The Mob. Have you listened to The Mob, my nigga? The Mob by Lil Wayne. And King Pinela when
Nobody
Gossip.
cares. Nobody cares that
Gossip.
you were listening to
Yeah,
Kendrick.
y'all niggas are King. Lollipop. Yeah, y'all
Yes,
are Lollipop.
I'm
I'm
Lollipop.
Gossip. I'm Gossip. Just off of Gossip, Lil Wayne is gonna be in the top 10. But I think Lupe might be a surprise.
Lupe is an elder to Cole.
He's not
Yeah.
on the list though.
Nah, but there's no list for top 10, I get it. We are trying to see if he can be on the top 10.
It's gonna be released next week.
He could be.
All right, let's move on. Speaking of music, so Trill, he didn't go into details though. That he ain't seen a cent. I don't believe that
Of what?
Mark.
from of any of the music that he's done.
Because he was first generation piano vocals.
time
this
piano.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Uthi kangafumani imali?
Uthi ahi. But from what I understood, that he never got royalties. Not necessarily. Obviously, he's performed.
Yeah, but he says I never seen a cent from the music.
Because what do
he's
you
made."
mean by that? Because also that's a pregnant statement. What do you mean? Because there's live performances where you get paid. There's where you are booked, and there's a. I think he was referring to royalties because Soso did a Facebook post about it. This is like a teachable moment on copyrights, because I think what he's referring to is like where his numbers have charted millions to millions, but he's never seen a cent because it's songs of other people's compositions.
Yeah, but you're still due royalties if your paperwork is in order.
But his paperwork was not in order. So I think I saw Soso.
So that's his fault.
Yeah, Soso was referring more to publishing rather than the whole economics
So
of
that's
music.
his fault. Is it his fault? It's his fault.
Yeah.
Kaloku-
I get the story kaofela or maybe
Yeah.
No, because I do agree that if you go to an industry where you get knocked, you didn't do homework.
You didn't know better.
Yeah, you didn't do better. Ujuwe.
You didn't know better to do better.
Ujuwe.
Hey.
And then these other, I want to get to some fluff, man.
That's also music was
To
flash.
close out, maybe this last 10 minutes.
Yeah.